Okay, I'm back. We have now reached space. You can see a little star going towards us. We also lost the altitude number beside the crosser. And we're about 105 from center. From there, dampener off, thrust override off, we're just gliding. First thing we want to do, real simple, find an asteroid. So this ship that you start with, if you log off and log back in, it'll be disappeared because it's temporary ship. But there is a way to make it permanent ship. All we need, it's an asteroid. Passing one right there, passing another one. Because we're fairly close to Earth, there's big chance of seeing people around, so having some PvP. And Space Engineer is a game where PvP, it's usually you get attacked and you lose everything. Or you don't get found and you're okay. Or you go and attack people and then you take everything. So that's the way it is. Well, so far what I've said. Okay. So right now I got 8 days worth of fuel. I'm not using any fuel because my dampener is off. Just gliding. Straight up top there. Oh. Here's our first victim. The way I like to steer in space, put one of thrust override and change dampener. The dampener is basically your brake. Use it to, like right now, it's gonna steer my ship towards that asteroid. And I never point directly at one, because you never know. Most of the time you're gonna overshoot and you're gonna crash right into it. So that's from inside the ship. B will change your view. Pretty easy. You hold Alt and then you can rotate around, look around. So I got 2 hours worth of fuel. If I remove the dampener and the thrust override, I'm at 8 days. So now here we're gonna try to stop at this asteroid. See what we can find over there. So the goal right now is to get started with something better than this banana ship. And yeah, try to find people. You can hit Shift F11. This will give you your frame per second, UPS, which I have no idea what it is, simulation speed, which should be around 1 or really close to the server simulation speed. Basically is the real time. Getting closer, we're gonna slow down a bit. So bottom left there, I'm at 78 meters per second. If you're brand new to the game, you can go 100 meters per second with the ship, and you can go 108 with your jetpack. The reason is you can slightly move with your jetpack as you go with your ship, inside your ship.
Ship fuel low.
Best way to do in space is small burst or small correction, and then playing with the dampener, because your dampener is, that's basically your brake. So. Okay, this is what you need to do right at the beginning, because if the server crash, the server reboot, if you log off for some reason, you lose everything right now. there's a way to change that. And it's pretty simple. So, you start with a drill, a welder, a grinder, a bit of a gun. And here in space you don't need scaffolding here, the catwalk. But I need the component of the catwalk. The gravity generator, don't need it. Though we could grind it, we can keep it the way it is. Not a big problem. Now you got the yellow banana. And the best way to get spotted is somebody to see it. So I'm gonna repaint it. Shift P on any color will selection that color. This block right now is my paintbrush. If I click on my ship, I can paint it black. If I shift control the ship and hit the middle mouse button, everything is now black. It's harder to see under the background. Now next thing you want to do is calculate your block here. Let's see. First one is your seat. You don't want to grind that down. The second two I keep it for the ore detector. That one right there, that's where I want. The idea is to make this ship permanent. To do that, change this. We're gonna need a merge block. Right here. What merge block do is it change the composition of your ship. It's gonna merge it to whatever you put it to. So by merging it to an asteroid, it's gonna become a station. And it's gonna become your station. Now merge block are sometimes buggy. And I had many explosions from merge block. So you never know. Go back in the driver's seat. Dampener off. Move a little bit forward, a little bit down. Should line up perfectly. When you change color, the attraction of the two merge block will overcome the dampener, and they should line up. Sometimes you gotta help them a little. There you go. This is someone else is using this station. Now your ship is now a station. If you hit K for the menu, see on the top left corner here it says static grid 6788. You hit info and you change this to your name or whatever ship, because that's now yours. Now, one word of advice: convert to ship will explode everything that is touching an asteroid. So you don't want to use that. It's the worst thing you can use right now. Best thing to do is find your merge block. And by turning it off, you are now a ship. Again. So, if you go back now to build something on your ship, it does not say anymore that this will disappear if you log off. By the way, unknown signal are not your friend, because sometimes other people can see those and they spawn near somebody. That one spawned beside me at 2.17 km. But somebody else on the server, F3, could find that, and then they could come and raid me, get everything I got so far, which is not much, but it's a little bit. Okay, first thing to do, usually that I like to do. Those two conveyor here, they use this. Because oh, you can put that. You can put this oxy generator instead of those two conveyor. Just need to line up the port here. Okay, so now it's fully functional, it doesn't stick as far at the back. It's good. Now another thing I usually like to do is the refinery. It's a bit slow, so later on those blocks here, we're gonna grind those down, put some speed module on the refinery, put something back at the back of the refinery to help us gather some ore. Same thing over there. Those are great because it look like they want to show you that you can grind those down, because you don't really need those over there. Anyway, another thing that I like to do is right at the beginning, we're gonna need an ore detector. This is where I usually like to put it. There you go. We're missing some detector component, not that big of a deal. Now another problem we got is PvP. We want to have some kind of protection. Little turret at the front here could help. And that's all for the turret right now. And put much ammo in there. There's 40 in the ship, so got those up. Put it in there. Now another good thing to do with turrets, which is good with every single turret. Increase your radius 800 and turn off the idle movement. If the turret sees something, it's gonna move. If you leave it on, it's gonna move all the time. So the difference is you won't know when it detects something until it starts shooting. But if your turret starts to move, you see a fraction of a second earlier that it's gonna shoot at something, or there is something around. Another good piece of advice is at the bottom left corner I got my suit Wi-Fi on, so I want to turn that off. What it does is if somebody's around me, they won't see me as broadcasting my location, so just gonna help a little bit. And then what else? This seat at the front is good, but not that good. I think we could just build another one. Okay. See later why I'm building this. We're missing 8 display and 100 computer, so we need silicon for that. That glass right here has silicon, and we don't really need that. So right here, assembler, put that in there. Production, disassembling. assembling. Then display. We need iron ingot we don't have, and we need 100 computer. At the moment. Now we also need ore. You start with the drill. You can just go quickly, grab some. Iron ore. Get a refinery. That in there. That there. Now your production is started. So first thing we need, uranium. Why? Because it's fuel. Don't have uranium, you die. You don't die, but you won't go nowhere, so it doesn't help. Instead of typing assembler, come here, type 1, refinery, type 2. So we use those all the time. So now if I come here, type 1, connect the assembler. If I go and type 2, I get the O2 generator and also get the refinery. Okay. So we got a cockpit. Now we need a way to gather some ore. The 2 connectors we removed earlier, they're right here. Construction and motor. Okay. We don't really need the door. It has some component we need, so we'll just leave it like that. Okay, and a drill. So now there you go. We're missing steel plate, construction component, motor, another thing. Same thing down in here, production. Yeah, we want to build a drill. That's one of the easy way. It's gonna start to make these components. Now, if you look here, I'm gonna need 5 nickel to complete all this, and I also need more iron. The iron are getting dragged from the refinery. So, if you want to see if you have enough, take that production. We got enough iron to do this, but still miss 5 nickel. Most likely for the motor. Inventory, do I have motor? I do not. I got gravity generator component. It will give me no nickel. That's so good. Okay, let's try to find the nickel. .2, 0.6, another 0.2. Okay, we got some. There's nickel in there, but I kind of want to keep it there. I want to use my ammo. Let's try this. There you go. We got a drill. That's what I wanted. If you hit G, the G menu, you get your drill is over here. Just stick it on off. And you also have weapon and tool because you hit it like that too. So now left mouse button, drill. Right mouse button, drill. Difference is one is destroying, the other one is gathering. So we got a drill ship. Now, just gonna go in here. This is right mouse button to destroy because I do not need stone at the moment. And I like to have 4 rear thruster, 2 front thruster. At the beginning it helped to stop you before it's too late. Okay, that's out of the way. We're gonna get some iron. You can left click or you can click the tree, toolbar, and gather some iron there. Every time it's getting that production, we need some detector component. We need more nickel. So that is my first step here. So gonna look for nickel around, gather a little bit of ore so we can get started. So see you guys on the second video.